Good day everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Nick, one of the zxspectrum 48K, and we're looking at a boxing game called By Fair Means or Foul, published by Superior Software in 1989. Now, as I say, it's a sports boxing game, also come out on the Commodore 64, Amstrad CPC, the BBC Micro, Atari ST and the Amiga, though on the Amiga version and some of the other ones it was called Pro Boxing Simulator. On the Spectrum it was re-released as Pro Boxing Simulator by Codemasters, and there was some hurrah because people weren't expecting to get exactly the same game as this. There was nothing different. So we start off in the Junior Championship. Now, it's not moving particularly well. Now, I'm the guy on the left trying to do punches. Energy bar in the bottom. We're in the Junior Championship first of all. Now, on the left and right, you will see two men. One in grip, well, they're changing colours. Basically, it's called By Fair Means or Foul because you can do normal boxing moves and you can do illegal moves as well. Oh, God. Referee's moving a bit weirdly. You can do illegal moves as well, and sometimes you need illegal moves to win, or at least get an advantage. I tried to do a knee to the belly there. If the referee notices you do an illegal move, you will lose a life, lose 3 lives, and you're disqualified from the thing. Now, on the left-hand side, you see a green man. On the right, it's a yellow man, but it will change different colours. Now, that indicates how likely it is for you to get away with a foul move without the referee noticing. I hope you're getting this, as I'm just plodding around and button mashing. Apparently there's a crowd shouting all sorts of stuff, but a red man means that you've got little chance of landing it. Right, it means interesting, the crowd go bananas. Amber means you might get away with it, and green, there's a good chance you can get away with a legal move, which include headbutts and a variety of other stuff. But it seems to me, like a lot of fighting games on the Spectrum, there's one move that's better than the others, and that's some crazy uppercut thing. You can try to defend too. Now, what seems to be a bit annoying with this is the energy bars there. You see red is damage. It seems to go up right to the top at the end of each round. If you had this game back in the day, let me know, but it's a little bit of a struggle at the moment, but it's got better animation, I would say, than Barry McGuigan's boxing. There's first-person type ones, which is Frank Bruno, and that Rocky game. It's 1 to 2 players, so you can do 2 players if you want. As you see, we're fighting Mild Martin. What a boxing name that is. Referee's asleep here, or maybe that's a commentary on the gameplay. So, as a game, yes, this holding, you can sometimes lose a life for that, for excessive holding, and the referee gets you to a break. These reviews aren't about expert gameplay. As the crowd go bananas again, feel free to join in. Hopefully someone gets knocked out here. Yes, not about expert gameplay, it's about seeing how you would have found the game on your first or second go. This is 1989, so relatively near the end of the Spectrum's original commercial run, although it is still going strong at the moment with homebrews and stuff, but there don't seem to be too many homebrews based on boxing and sports games. They tend to be mainly platformers. Anyway, right, go. Occasional racing game too, which is quite nice, but yeah, very little sports type stuff or Daley Thompson type stuff. Right, so I think I've got 3 lives left. It says on the left there, with my legal moves haven't been quite working out. If the bar completely fills up with red before the time goes to 0, you will knock out your opponent. And as you sort of like surmised, we start in the Junior Championship by knocking over various opponents. We got better people to fight, and we go to different championships. But the graphics are largely the same no matter who you're fighting. Now, do look at Pro Boxing Simulator on the Amiga that we've reviewed. It looks very, very strange on that, the way the players move around. But anyway, seems I've won that round. Seems to work better in 8-bit, and see, look, the energy's gone right to the top again. Why are they doing that? I'm taking some marks off of that. So this game, interesting, but it would have frustrated me because the fights really, with Spectrum and the limited moves, it can really do well. The fights are a lot shorter, like Yi Kung Fu excelled at that and kept the interest going. This one where it's about like this, a slugfest, and the energy bars keep going up, it ruins the fun a little bit. But having said that, nostalgia plays a great key with the thing. If you had this one back in the day and you've got a lot of nostalgia for it, then comment below. It's called By Fair Means or Foul, so you can try and fight by fair or foul by kicking them in below the belt. I would wear a belt round my head. That would outfox the person. But the crowd are shouting stuff, hit him, and come on you pansy, and all that sort of stuff. But you know, who let those in? It's a foul. Who'd have thought in boxing that a kick to the groin would be a foul move? But my opponent's not even rolling around the place at all. I think a kick to the groin would stop me for at least a few seconds, but maybe this bloke is made of different stuff. Right, Mild Martin. Oh, good. Right, check out the energy bars, oh, look at that. What's the point? It's like every round resets. I think with this as well, even if you knock out your other opponent, it resets again. So it looks like you have to play a full boxing match, and then it's decided over points over whatever rounds we're playing. So I don't think you can have short goes on this unless you commit a number of fouls. Looks like I'm only allowed 1 foul left, and it's Doomsville. He's allowed 3 fouls. Biff. Right, let's do this. So let's try and get him. That's the way. 31 seconds. Just keep doing this move, Nick, and let's see if we can knock him over at least once to show you what that graphic's like. Almost there. See, it's going up again. He's ducked and dived. You could try and block if you're trying to do this properly. Come on, one more punch. Yes, he's down. Now, in normal boxing, that'll be at the end of the fight, wouldn't it? There'd be no more fighting to do. But what? So that's it. Let's see, round 6, and his energy's right up to the top as if nothing's ever happened. How annoying is that? Yeah, this would have annoyed me silly, that aspect of the game back in the day, and I don't think I would have gone back. I mean, it's not a hideous game, it's well coded, and what's there, the movement is good for 8-bit. It's just the way it's been set out is just annoying me silly. Apparently, once you defeated Mild Martin, you can start the game again on the unlocked boxers. But yes, round 6, I've already had enough. It should have been limited to round 3, and the energy bar shouldn't have reset. It should be as soon as you knock the person out, you go on to the next round. And I think the Amiga version was a little bit like that. So that needs to be tweaked. But as I say, much more advanced than Barry McGuigan's boxing, which got plaudits back in the day. It's more refined than that graphically. Chickens. Who goes to the boxing and shouts chickens? What language? Game over. Yeah, I committed too many fouls there, and I'd get knocked out, and the crowd just here. There was all the boxers there: Jack Dempsey, Max Schlemming, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano. Yeah, I can't. Sugar Ray Robinson. I can't see Muhammad Ali there, but there's Nick at number 5. Yeah, so there we go. Opponent Mild Martin. Can't cycle through them yet until they're up locked. But 1-player game, 2-player games. You've seen all the gameplay already. You've probably got an idea if you want to play this or not. I'll have one last fight of the thing. Won't probably do a full match. But yeah, if you watch this far into the video and you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because that helps the channel grow a great deal. And I attempt to review everything ever, apart from the rude stuff. We keep the channel on a PG level, but let's just do that one punch. That's the only thing worthwhile. So most of your games playing this will be you getting disqualified for doing too many fouls. Just to repeat, how do you get away with fouls? Well, you need to look at the guys, the colour of the guys each side there, the icons, and the referee's asleep. That's a good indicator as well. So red, no chance of landing it. Amber, you might get away with it. Green, good chance you can do a headbutt and everything will be fine. He's the worst referee ever, and he walks like a crab. If you're a boxing referee that walks like a crab, comment below. Also, let me know if you ever got past the junior championship, because you need a lot of patience for this. You know, there's a version like Panzer Kickboxing on the Spectrum as well. It doesn't seem to work particularly well as does like the football games. But if you use your imagination, you can probably go a bit further with this, and that's what's required for the game. You need to be playing it in the era it was designed for, with a kid's imagination, and you could be in some amazing Rocky slugfest, and that would have been maybe your main inspiration there as a kid back in the day, influenced by Eye of the Tiger and the Rocky films. Gotta face the face, you know. Adrian! Biff! 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 I mean, it's a bit bad that even if you knock your opponent out, you still have to do the next round. It's almost as if they brought in a clone of the bloke to come in. And weighing 50 pounds in the blue corner is Mild Martin. Mild Martin, God dear me. That's Don King would even find that hard to promote. You gonna watch the fighting tonight? Yeah, who's fighting? Well, a guy called Mild Martin. No, I've got to wash the dishes or do something. Right, Biff. There's only one move worthwhile, and that's that one. You can try and be a bit cute with it and try other moves, but then you're going to come off a little bit worse for trying to be advanced. So it's a one-move game. But, you know, yeah, Kung Fu for me was a bit of a one-move game as well. Despite there's loads available, it seemed to be the lunge punch where I seemed to get the most use out of the thing. Do a bit of block. Oh, a headbutt there, but... Oh, did I land a headbutt? Not quite sure. And that's the end of round 2. Seconds away, round 3. Ding ding. Biffity biffity bip. If you're still there, then well done you. Thank you. Massive thank you to the members that are keeping this show on the road. If you want to see other Spectrum stuff on the channel, you know how to get there, don't you? You watch through these videos, you click on my username, takes you to the channel page, click on playlists, and Spectrum's there, along with a few other things as well, if you want to see a few other retro games. But we've reviewed, well, probably thousands of games now. I keep going on persistent, you know. Got the energy. Would love to go full time at some stage, but you know, is it possible? Well, we've got bills to pay. Things aren't getting any cheaper as I try and beat this person, Miles Martin, to Doom. But you've pretty much seen all the game, really. The championship's changed, as the description below. The graphics of the opponents, as you might have suspected, always are the same. There's no different body tones or heads or anything like that. It's pure 8-bit fighting in 1989. It's okay, but one for boxing fans only, with a kid's imagination. To say, it's probably as advanced as Yeo Kung Fu, which I love, so you know, I have to look at it in that sort of thing. And I've got big nostalgia for Yeo Kung Fu, which is a kung fu game, if you didn't know. Yay! The crowd wave their heads in the air like they just don't care. Maybe they should clean their underwear. That's how the rhyme goes, I think. I might have to throw in the towel in a minute because nothing's going to advance too much here. The referee's either asleep or sometimes the referee gets so bored he leaves his own speech bubble there somewhere else. Right, break, hit him. That's good advice. That's good advice in a boxing match. I'm in the ring. Oh, good, I've forgotten this. Someone shouts, hit him. What a dimbo. People shout dimbo stuff, don't they? It's like watching an athletics event and shouting, run, run. Or a marathon. Keep on running. Zzz. Maybe his head goes a bit weird when he goes zzz. Maybe someone's trying to chainsaw it off. Miles Martin. What would be your boxing name? I think mine would be Never Shows Up Nick, because then I wouldn't show up because I get beaten to a pulp. There's no weight light enough for me to do boxing. There's not a helium weight. There's not a shoes mended while you wait. There's no weight that's good for me. Right, I won that round. That might be a good time to exit the place as we zip into round 5. I'm guessing this game has 12 rounds. Put your favourite boxing game below. You're probably going to say Punch-Out, aren't you, on the NES? But, you know, Spectrum had a smattering of games. A lot of people like Frank Bruno. I didn't really get on too much with that one as I did with Rocky. I just felt the responses on a lot of these is a little bit too slow. So I just have to mark it on the graphics. It's not a genre I particularly enjoyed, but as I say, this one's got quite a few frames of animation there, so I have to respect it for that. Although overall, I think the gameplay is a little bit flawed in terms of your advancement, and wanted to go back to play it a great deal again because your experience is always going to be roughly the same. But there you go, boxing fans and 8-bit fans of the era only, I would say. I think that's fair. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was By Fair Means or Foul, published by Superior Software in 1989 on the ZX Spectrum 48K. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then by all means put that below as I leave my man to get beaten by a pulp. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.